afternoon, everybody. Coming to you live from Mount Crest, Tennessee. It was a great roadside rest for us. Stopped to get some salads for lunch. Collars are amazing on the trees today. Today is road trip day 19. This morning's travel was unable to be live streamed due to lack of cell coverage. We currently have AT&T cell coverage here. We don't know how long it'll last, but hopefully you can enjoy some of the fall colors with us. You're missing the cute hay bales.
You're missing the 4,600 mile mark.
They're baby chicks and chicken and as a farmer. So we just hit 4,600 miles on our road trip. As you can tell, we're not taking the fastest way home to Pennsylvania. We are taking the scenic way. We figured at this point we don't have to make the mad dash home since our garden most likely got killed by frost on Monday night. But we're not exactly poking either.
We're on Tennessee Route 30. We've been on this for a while. We've gone over a couple.
Yeah, that was fun. 15-mile-an-hour curves. Woo! So in Tennessee,
This one's a primary. in all states, there are drivers who just love to pass in non-passing zones. He's been the worst so far.
Man, does he smell. Ugh. Bad. Black bears. To the right.
Oh, I see some mountains ahead.
Sure.
Just got a glimpse over the green roof of that house.
There's some rock edges here in the right. I know it's hard for you to see them. So the plan today is to skirt the Smoky Mountains on the west side and head into Virginia for the night.
Seems nice along here, but when we stop, we notice a lot of loud vehicles.
Yeah, not just big trucks, but little trucks, like pickup trucks. Very obnoxious. Some of them even smelled pretty bad. Party Bonanza says, nice drive. Yeah, it's gorgeous. I've never been in Tennessee before, and I seem to have picked the perfect time to enjoy the colors. We weren't sure when we decided to come back from our solar eclipse adventures whether or not we'd see any colors coming back the southerly route, but we were pleasantly surprised. you spoke to yesterday, Dad, said that some of the leaves will just drop straight from the trees without changing colors because it's been drying.
Yeah, that was in Mississippi, which apparently has been pretty dry. I don't know how dry it's been here. I know in Pennsylvania we've been getting rain, but we seem to have missed all the rain.
It says Sasquatchie Valley, a view to remember. We might be going down.
The rocks up here.
Wow, that's tall. Oh, that is pretty. View on the left. Oh, it looks like a rock avalanche back there.
In the low 70s here, 73 degrees.
It feels nice.
Mid-afternoon now. Maybe a little past.
Well, look at these burning bushes. They're really red.
Yeah. Nice color.
Got rock? It's a lot of it. Kind of reminds me when we were driving through Spencer earlier this morning, Fall Creek Falls State Park, with the rocks being close to the road.
Yeah, there was a stretch a couple miles back that was like that.
These curves are also pretty rough. John says, good afternoon, guys. Good afternoon, John.
We've managed to find mountains in eastern Tennessee.
We are just east of Mount Crest on Tennessee Route 30, the primary route. We're making our way to Pikeville.
I think that's where we cross Route 127.
It is. And 28. US 127 and Tennessee 28. I see mountains.
They're getting bigger.
Yeah. It's for the ever-changing speed limits.
Well, you know how that works. Speed limit at the bottom of the hill.
Yeah. We saw somebody last night. I think it was a motorcyclist. It was really late, probably like 10:30 at night. He was getting eaten by a cop on that nice stretch of highway that we were on.
Yeah, on US 64.
Yeah, everybody was passing us, even though we were driving conservatively due to the possibility of deer. The guy nailed the motorcycle.
he was coming out of one of those towns.
It was one of those ones where the speed limit dropped like a rock, and I'm guessing he went too fast.
We're guessing.
John says, unlike Texas where the roads are wide open, much different landscape here. Yeah, definitely. So there's a lot of small towns, definitely more traffic. Since we're coming up to a U.S. route, it's going to be a much busier intersection. We had stopped in Mount Crest for a while to eat some lunch. Found some pretty good salads at a Dollar General, which is kind of the grocery store around. And they had a lot of fresh produce too. They had strawberries, apples, lettuce, stuff like that. Milk, eggs, other things. John says, yeah, I gotta be mindful of the deer. Yeah, definitely. Especially this time of year.
So it looks like we are jogging to the right.
Yeah.
We're going to stay on 30. We're going to go one more mountain. The next valley we should hit Route 20. Is it 23 or 27, I think?
27.
So this is 127.
Yeah, it'll be US 27 and Tennessee 29. But between there and here, we're going to cross into Eastern Time Zone. So welcome to Pikeville, Tennessee. Gas is $3.04 for unleaded. Not
It's
bad.
tempting. There's Piggly Wiggly.
Oh, yeah. It's like a little grocery store.
I think it's the first one I've seen.
You recognize it?
Yeah.
I've never heard of it before. John says he's wrapping up work. He'll be back shortly. Good luck, John. Pikeville Nation. Warrior Nation.
It's a cute little town.
It is. I like it.
I don't know where Route 30 is, but it's probably somewhere.
You were supposed to go straight. You took the downtown entrance.
Well, it should cross here somewhere.
Yeah, it should. Well, it looks like they do a Christmas parade because they're doing registration for it right now. I noticed that when I stopped to grab some things at Dollar General that the Halloween stuff's on clearance and Christmas is starting to pop up on the shelves. Like, what happened to Thanksgiving?
Christmas is much more profitable. When are you going to sell? What are you going to sell at Thanksgiving? Just stuff you sell every day, right? Just more food.
I guess. I like the inflatable turkeys though. Those are pretty cool looking.
Yeah, I guess there's some decorations.
Pumpkins. It's kind of a fall thing. Their mums looked really nice back there. But yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I'm just wondering why we haven't seen it.
Well, it's right here. You want to go left.
Is it the turn here at the bridge?
That I'm trying to figure out right now. Yeah. So there's 3 roads running here. You got US 127, Tennessee 28, Tennessee 30. So we went through the cute little town of Pikeville.
Here's where 30 continues.
And there's the view of the mountains.
Oh, look at that road cut on the left.
Yeah.
That must be this highway. Put a big scar in the mountain.
It's pretty big. It says Dayton 18 Decker. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. 36. So it looks like in Dayton is when we pick up US 27 and Tennessee 29. When we see Tennessee 443, shortly thereafter, we switch time zones.
Oh, that looks like the road there, so I'm not sure how you got to it from town. Looks like the highway from the town came in on the left.
Well, I wonder if it was that section there that looked kind of...
Oh.
It's a Squatchy Valley. That's a cute little name. Oh, I see the roads on top of it. So that rock cut, the road's on top.
I wonder if that's this road.
I don't know.
I don't know what else it could be, right?
There are some other roads that go off 30 up in the mountains, so it's possible it could be another road.
We'll find out.
He identifies as a car. This says trucks use right lane.
I saw.
Oh, look at that view.
There's a road up there.
That.
Oh, you know what? This could be part of a quarry.
Oh, there's a...
3.
So there's probably quarry roads.
Yeah, it doesn't look like we're going that way.
Well, look at the rocks on the left, though. They're pretty impressive.
Incline too, so there's folding. So this is part of the Appalachians.
I think it's just cell service is very spotty through the mountains here. Again, when we get...
It's like a remnant of the old road there on the right. Much steeper. Upper O'Neill Road. Oh,
It's gone. You're gonna have a heck of a view on the left. We're getting really high. Kind of a shame there's no overlook.
from the looks of it, you need a lot of rock to create an overlook
Yeah.
because it drops pretty good. I don't think these are short trees on our left. They're just,
They look that way because we're higher.
yeah, they're just down below the road quite a bit. So this is kind of Blue Ridge Parkway-like, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm trying to boot up the GPS to see how high we are.
Yeah, unfortunately, by the time that thing gets rolling, we'll be down on the other side.
Oh, don't do that. Oh!
Nice. Just drive on our side of the road while
Double
you're going
tires
down.
over the line.
Don't let these curves slow you down.
He's a tanker. Snort, snort, snort.
Hey, he's delivering gasoline that I need.
Is he?
Well, I don't know. Looked like it might have been a gas tank. It's one of those kind of trucks. GPS acquisition with the trees can be challenging.
Yeah, no. Try to hold it up to the window.
But yeah, this is the most elevation that we've been, above sea level since probably Texas. Our elevation was steadily dropping to the Mississippi River. Climbed a little bit through Mississippi and Alabama. It's been climbing now through Tennessee until we've reached the Appalachians.
How long does it normally take to load?
Oh, it can take a long time, especially with the trees. If you have clear sky above you, it's fairly quick. Is it seeing anything?
No. I mean, it's telling me my heading.
Yeah,
I
so
mean,
you're not gonna get anything.
And it's only seeing one satellite.
It's probably not the most sensitive receiver either.
2 satellites now. How many does it need to show your elevation?
I don't know. It takes a while for it to display. It might need 5 or 6 to start displaying anything.
Oh, really? Darn.
magnetic, so the car itself is going to affect the reading. It's fairly reliable. You can take it out of the car.
I got 4.
Hot-boiled peanuts.
Sounds like liquid peanut butter. I've never had boiled peanuts. It sounds gross though. Okay, we finally got elevation. We're at 1,925. Okay, now make it 1,933. It jumps around a bit.
So roughly 2,000.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Did it with 4 satellites. Well, we got 5 now.
The open sky makes a big difference.
Yeah, 3 just wasn't enough.
Mexican food, Gwenny.
Those tacos we had at the local place, and oh, look at the hay bale, cute. They decorate. Oh, the scarecrow stuck in the pumpkin. That's funny. I'm trying to think of the town in Texas.
Alpine?
Alpine, Texas. Had it really good. It was Santana.
Or was it Van Horn?
No, it was Alpine.
You're right.
Yeah, it was called Santana's, and it was Mexican food that
Just
you
a
could
little
get.
takeout place.
Yeah. You could eat there if you want, but it's too close to the road for us, and it was kind of dusty, so we just took it back to our room. But it was really good. We got their 6-pack of tacos, the beef ones, with the onions and the cilantro. And then we got the Mexican nachos, which were homemade chips, cheese, corn, and a type of bean on it. I'm not sure what the bean type was. And then there was also jalapenos, which I asked them to put on the side. But normally they come on if you want them. So we've now entered Rhea County. Which means we're going to be changing time zones soon.
Did we not do it yet? Do we have another mountain pass?
No, that's the last mountain pass. Have you seen any signs for 443 yet?
I don't know.
Because time zone occurs right after we pass 443. But right now it's currently 3:58 Central Time. When we cross back to Eastern, we're going to really feel our late departure much harder. Because we're going to lose an hour.
But we'll gain an hour of sunlight.
Yeah.
Not really.
Oh, look at the rock cut through here. the sheriff zooms by you. So our elevation is now 1,733 because we're starting to go down.
The crest of the mountain.
So maybe it's on this.
Grade's coming. So I guess we're going down.
Here we go. This is where we're gonna cross.
443. There
Yep,
it is.
It's right after 443.
Coming up on the time zone change.
We're gonna slide down into Eastern and say goodbye to Central. It's an 8% grade.
Next 3 miles.
That's gonna be rough. Current elevation is 1,660 feet.
Now the rock's overhanging here.
Wow.
That looks neat.
That looks really cool. Next 2 miles. Woo. 1 mile down, right?
Valley must be deep.
Yeah. Well, you said we were going to the valley, so. Look at that view, though, with the trees. It's nice. This would be a good test to see how well my tape job works for the GPS phone.
Oh, you taped it up there.
Yeah. I've got a pillow underneath it just in case it dismounts. It's just kind of hard to take pictures and hold it at the same time. The colors are really vibrant. We're down to 1,440 feet. Oh, we got a tipping curve. Or maybe, I don't know, another mile or two out from Dayton, where we'll be turning left onto US 27 and Tennessee 29. It's currently 75 degrees. And we're officially in the Eastern time zone, even though my phone has not updated because there's no cell service. But I can tell based on the map that we've crossed. My ears are making popcorn.
sunset here in the summer must be after 9 o'clock.
.5-mile-an-hour speed limit up ahead. Down to 1,080 feet. So we dropped a lot.
About 1,000 feet, you think?
Yeah. Go left. We have to take an access road to jog over to 27.
Left up here?
At the T. So not here, but up ahead. The next traffic light.
I can't hear anything.
I know, my ears are still popping.
.378 north.
Well, my phone is officially updated to make it official. So up here, the road's going to curve to the right. We want to take it.
What if we go straight?
That goes into like a residential area.
Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, the road just curves. Can we just go straight?
Yeah. I'm just saying don't take that straight, because that goes into residences.
Got it. It's like an old segment of the highway.
Yeah.
27 north. Two lanes turning left. Just to make it fun.
Apparently. So the next town on the map looks like it'll be Evansville. Evensville. And then we will meet up with, are we still doing 68? Tennessee 68?
That was what I was thinking.
Okay. So
Unless you want to do something different.
Nope, that works. There's a dam that we'll drive right by.
I saw that on the map.
I don't know if that's something you can look at or not. Let's see what that icon means. It shows a hut, something in it. Oh, it says parking area. So yeah, looks like you might be able to check it out. So we won't be going all the way to Spring City. We'll be turning before then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say maybe 15 miles. If I had to guess. Current altitude is hovering around 640. So that means we dropped to almost 1,400 feet in elevation.
Oh, so we're pretty low now.
Yeah. And it's the first Hardys I've seen in a while. I didn't see them in the south.
In the southwest.
Yeah. Good job for this guy. I'm sure what he's doing. Looks like a green water tank straight ahead.
Yeah.
That Civic wants to be a sports car.
Looks like a sporty version.
Yeah. There's a large cemetery on the right. It's authentic Mexican food. What's up?
I might try to get gas if there's an open pump.
Oh. It's kind of small. Might
It
be
is.
all the way on the end, maybe. It's the only one I see open. Hopefully it doesn't have a bag on it. No, it's not. There's unlit. I think they're all green. You just have to make sure you take the non-diesel one.
Yeah. Usually they're not.
Alright guys, we're gonna take a quick break to get some gasoline from the car. The car says it's thirsty.
Well, it's not too bad, but I think place. I don't have to worry about it the rest of the trip. And if you like.
No. Alright, we're back. I had to get some food for the car. And I
We're back here.
couldn't resist getting an eclair donut.
You let the kitty out of the...
No. They looked really good though. Downside about putting the, well, I guess it's pro for Circle K, but downside for me is they put them right where you have to walk by.
It was a switch and bait kind of gas station. They keep showing different prices for the gas.
What did it end up being?
$3.20.
Ouch. So I wonder if the other one was like cash pricing.
Yeah, it was. It was alternating. I only got a glimpse of it, and it was at the cash price when I got the glimpse.
Ah, darn. Oh well. It is what it is.
Well, if nothing else, it's peace of mind to know that I'm good on gas until I'm in Virginia. Sweet Virginia, where prices will be even lower, I think.
I hope.
That's one thing I want to do before I leave the state of Virginia is
You want to fill your water bottle too? I'm joking.
this time I remembered to reset the gas odometer. Sometimes I forget.
Easy to do.
With the time zone change across the mountain, we're thrown into the middle of rush hour.
Surprise! It's not really fun.
Well, it's daylight, so
Yeah, can't complain about that.
I'll take it for as long as I can get it.
Oh, look at the rocks. Hard to tell which way they're slanting from all the dynamite. John's back. Welcome back, John. Yeah, it was a pit stop to get some gas for the car. That way we don't have to worry about it for the rest of the day. Evansville. That means our turn's coming up. In a few miles.
Does it?
I believe so.
Route 68.
Trunk or treat.
price on the gas. They had a restroom, which is nice.
Yeah, a lot of places don't always have bathrooms. So.
Reminds me of Ohio, where there's like a statewide conspiracy to not have bathrooms at any gas station.
Yeah. The only ones that had bathrooms were Sheetz. And they were near the interstates.
And you run out of them by the time you get to Zanesville.
Yeah.
At least we do. I don't know, maybe they are out further on the interstates, like you mentioned. That was the last one we saw.
Look at that view. The shadowing of the mountains.
That time of day.
My favorite time of day. The early evening. Not too hot, not too cold. You get the cool light effects.
It is warmer in the valley, 78 degrees.
Still pretty nice though. John says it's cloudy here. Sorry, John. We'll try to send some sun your way.
We just keep running into all this blue sky. I don't know what it is.
You know what's gonna happen when we get home, right?
It'll rain?
Yeah. That's what's gonna happen.
I don't know. South route numbers keep getting lower. US 27. We started today on US 31 going south. Then we took another route that went northeasterly to take us to Route 30. Then we were on 30 for quite a while today. So we got here, just turned on to 27 north. And we'll be taking Tennessee Route 68 east for a ways. We'll see how things go. Might not do the full scenic tour because I think we'll run out of daylight. See how it goes.
Knowing us, we'll run out of daylight.
I think if hotel checkout was 2 p.m., we probably would have left at 2. What do you think?
Probably. No, I think we might have been ready by 1.
Yeah. That'd be about normal. That was good to get some sleep. It was a long day yesterday. Got to walk on some of the old Natchez Trace. The fall colors look pretty good.
They do.
The further we go, the more color we've been seeing. Started seeing some, maybe even a little bit in Louisiana, but definitely in Mississippi.
Yeah. We even saw some in Texas.
Yeah, I forget where that was, but yeah, somewhere in the eastern part, we noticed a few trees.
But that might have been more heat related and dry related. It certainly wasn't cold.
I know when we stopped for some windshield washer fluid in Bryan, Texas, all they sold was the 32 degree stuff. And I was thinking back, the year I was in Houston through the winter, I think there was only one morning where my car windshield had frost or ice on it. So I don't even think it hit freezing that winter. I think it's rare for that to happen. But that's Houston. That's right on the Gulf Coast. Not too far from it. So I think Bryan might actually get some freezing temperatures. I don't know. But probably not until later in the season. It's too early to sell the winter formula.
They got to sell the summer stock first, Dad.
Yeah, that could be. It was either that or the bug cleaner.
The bug cleaner might have actually been the better bet.
That's true.
Because we hit a lot of bugs. Oh, look at the helicopter.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I just cleaned the headlight lenses today. I was like, oh my goodness.
The amount of bugs splattered.
How do we see at night with these lights?
Yeah, they've been getting dimmer.
Really? You think so?
Yeah. So much bug poop.
Or scatter. They're not perfect, but they're a lot better than they were. The car is completely covered in this layer of dust. Time it was raining on the trip was when we were trying to pack to leave. All right, Route 68 coming up here to Sweetwater.
And that dam that you can check out.
It's routed south, but it's more east, so it's hopefully going to work for us. That guy's gonna turn in the shoulder.
Guess he's in a hurry. The Watts Bar Dam is 7 miles.
Maybe that's what they do in Tennessee.
John says it's amazing the great weather, blue sky you've had. Yeah, we've gotten really, really lucky with the weather.
What was that stop sign for?
It says stop sign up ahead.
Yeah, like where?
I'm guessing it's somewhere where you're not going to expect it. Unless someone took it. Saying, why did you stop us? I don't know. I saw it though too. I was like, I don't see one. You know what? I wonder if it got hit by something and it was meant for the direction going to the highway.
I really don't know.
Because I don't see anything.
Now, as I recall, looking at the map, we're going to be on 68 for a while.
Yeah.
I saw the sign was for Sweetwater. We're going to cross US Route 11 then. We're not going to take 11. We're going to keep going. Although we could take Route 11.
quiet because I'm trying to do a social media post for our Windsor Berks Concerned Citizens group. Oh, look, there's the moon. He's straight ahead.
Oh yeah, he's just come up over the horizon a little bit.
Oh, I like these plants, red leaves.
Just a couple of degrees left of center.
Because we have our third conditional use hearing tomorrow night, so I'm trying to put it on the Facebook page. But I'm just confirming all the important details, such as time, because it's earlier, and making sure it's at the same location, because they were talking about changing it.
So the moon looks like it's getting full, and it's saying, "You guys are still on the road?"
Yeah.
Do I got to stay up all night to guide you home?
It's getting close to full.
Every night the moon rises about 50 minutes later, plus or minus. Next solar eclipse is coming up. Total solar eclipse this time. Path will go across the southeast, eastern part of Texas, Arkansas, Upper New York. See it.
The key word in that is weather.
Yeah. Need some of that blue sky. It's not the same without it.
Virginia. So we'll get to add state number 15 today to our road trip. Oh, there's a water tank that's thanking those have served.
That's unique.
Yeah, that's definitely different.
We have nuclear power plants coming up.
Oh, I bet that's what the dam's for. Ooh, we gotta stop. Prepare to stop when flashing. There it is, Watts Bar Nuclear Plant. It does say there's a parking area, but I'm not sure where that is.
Should I just drive into the nuclear plant? It look like you can go in there.
It does look like you can go in there. I don't know if the public's supposed to do that. This is the maintenance facility on our right. It doesn't actually list the plant on here. It's interesting. Sudden icing may occur on bridge. Here we are, going over the dam. This is neat. It kind of makes sense that we'd be driving over
I think
it.
there's a way. I see a car down there. Does that look like parking area?
Yeah.
There we go. That's where we want to go.
I'm just not sure how you get down there. Might be this entrance up here, maybe.
There's parking on both sides.
I don't know which side's gonna be better.
Well, let's start with the right.
The right looks like it'll have more views than the left.
You'd be able to see the cooling towers.
Yeah, that'll be cool. There's a lot on this sign to read. To say vehicles. Oh, you're subject to physical and canine searches if you enter.
Hmm.
Let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Check your rights at the gate.
Yep. I've always wanted to see a nuclear power plant up close and personal. Because we've been talking about that with, talking about solar energy, wind energy, coal, nuclear. You want to go for the second entrance since nobody's at that one?
Sure.
It looked like you could park so you could
I know. We can just drive over to Limerick and see this, right? John's probably thinking, just go down the road to Limerick.
I think John likes our ideas. Here's what I was thinking right here. Right here.
Right here?
Yes.
Oh.
So he parked to see it. Because the other ones have people in them.
How many square miles of solar panels does it take to replace this?
Hold on. Let me dig my notebook out. I actually have that written down.
You did write it down, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know that...
There's a boat coming on the water. On the left.
Yeah.
It was a lot. I think it was was it 90,000 acres? It was something crazy.
It was a huge amount of area.
I can look it up.
I was trying to map it out, with how many townships in Berks County we would need to dedicate all the open land to solar, and it was a lot. I think it was at least like 10 miles by 10 miles size of land that you would have to cover with solar panels to generate as much energy as 2 nuclear power stations like this one.
Let me see if I can find it.
Because if this is comparable to Limerick, which was the closest one to where we live in Pennsylvania, these are I think they're around a gigawatt. It actually might be more than that. We should look it up, Bunny.
Yeah, I'm looking right now.
You can look it up on... you have notes, right? Is it 1,000? It might be 1,000 gigawatts. It's a huge amount of energy.
Well, now we know what it's called. I can look it up.
Oh yeah, this one. You have the notes from Limerick.
Yeah, I'm looking up the Limerick one right now. Sorry, it's on one of these pages. Here we go.
Yeah,
So, Mountain Trail Solar for Windsor Township claims that they're going to make 94,000 megawatt hours in the first year, which is going to be their best year ever because the panels decrease every single year. So what we did is we did 94,000 megawatt hours divided by 365 days, and that came out to 257.53 megawatt hours a day. Right?
sounds right, Mike. Yeah. Yeah. Then you converted it to hours, which is a more normal unit. 10.73 megawatt hours. So, that represents an average.
Yeah.
Because they rate the facility at 50, and the average is only going to be 10.73. That's using their numbers.
Yeah.
And that comes out to be about 20% of your peak capacity, which is a number that is typical for the eastern United States. You only get about 20%. So how much did we say Limerick can generate?
Limerick was 94,000. I forget what that unit is.
Megawatt hours.
It's basically 94 gigawatt hours. And that's including both of them.
Now, over what time period was that? Oh, okay. Annual net output, 19,000 gigawatt hours. So then you equated it to how much power the solar, quote, farm can produce in a year. So you've got Limerick generating 19,309 gigawatt hours and the solar farm generating 94. So it takes over 200 so-called solar farms to replace the Limerick generating station. And that's not counting the batteries that you would need to average out the power, because Limerick's online 90+% of the time versus solar is averaging about 20.
Yeah, and when you think about it, the 205 Windsor solar farms, you would need to have a lot of land, because our proposed project is 476 acres.
Yeah, you would need almost 100,000 acres. And then you got 640 acres per square mile. So you've got 152 square miles of solar panels. And one township in northern Berks is typically about 20 or so square miles in size. So you'd need, maybe a half a dozen townships fully dedicated to solar to replace the power that something like this across the river can generate. So
it's a lot.
I know a lot of people are, a lot of environmentally oriented people are against nuclear, but I don't see how you're going to replace this with solar panels unless we go back to a 19th or early 20th century lifestyle.
So you're wondering how big the Watts Bar nuclear power plant is that we're looking at right now? It's located on a 1,770 acre site in Rea County near Spring City. It's between Chattanooga and Knoxville. It supposedly supplies enough electricity for 1.2 million households in the Tennessee Valley, if I can speak.
So that's why the solar farm folks like to talk in terms of households.
Yep.
That seems to be how they would like to describe it. What is the actual generating capacity, though?
There's one at 1,167 megawatts and one at 1,165.
Okay, so they are roughly 1 gigawatt generating facilities. I think that's what Limerick is, too. The numbers are slightly different.
The average for it says 16,608 gigawatt hours.
And Limerick actually can do a little better. It's been
Limerick does a little better.
Could be that they're not online as much.
Could be.
Does it say what their what their capacity factor is?
So as of 2017, it was 68.1%, and then lifetime was 73.45. And I remember Limerick was much higher than that.
Yeah, it was.
It was in the 90s.
So this facility can be offline a lot more than the Limerick one is.
Yeah, so let me zoom that in for you guys so you guys can get a better look.
Get the camera, take a picture.
Yeah, we're going to hop out and grab some photos here.
That was a quick lesson on whether or not solar energy is going to be an energy transformative technology.
As my dad just said, that was a quick lesson on whether or not solar energy is a possible technology for the future, or whether or not it could really hold up to the performance of nuclear power. We personally don't think you can. Alright, I'm gonna hop out, grab some photos, and we'll be back. Enjoy the view. That's really, really neat.
You want to go on the other side where it's more scenic,
Sure.
or you want to move on?
I could go either way. Can you take my notebook?
Yep.
So I want to sit on it.
So what do you think? We just cover West Texas and solar panels and just put an end to this nasty nuclear stuff?
I'll pass on that. That's really neat. I wasn't expecting that. I know it said dam on the map, but I didn't expect us to cross the dam as the road
Yeah.
and then to have a nuclear power plant, but that's neat. Oh, hold on, I gotta zoom out the camera. There we go. I wanted to give you guys a zoomed in view. You feel like you're right here with us. A lot of limericks. I mean, a lot of solar farms you need to replace limerick is what I meant.
Yeah.
That's oxygen right there. It says no smoking.
You know, unfortunately, the way that the zoning is in our area is it's not very efficient use of land because they restrict the amount of coverage you can have. Now that, on the other hand, helps protect against the stormwater runoff problem. Want to keep going?
Sure. Yeah, because we're gonna run out of daylight.
Yeah.
That was a good view, though. You could see both the plant and the dam.
Oh, I gotta fix that board in the back.
Oh shoot! Let me grab it.
Will you pull over?
No. My bad. I moved it to get the notebook.
Yeah, it's okay.
The spaceship is tight. We literally got to tape things to the dash.
Operating instructions: how to get a paper towel.
Step 1, get out of spaceship. Step 2, open door rear 2.
Yeah, left rear door. Yeah, remove tissue box. Remove bottle of cleaner.
Catch pillow that tries to fall out the hatch. Yeah. We've gotten pretty proficient at it. it was Jupiter at first, but I was like, there's no way. Jupiter's never that bright. And then I asked you, and you're like, yeah, that's Jupiter. I'm like, okay then. It's brighter than I thought it would be. But the skies are so much darker than at home. You could see constellations just driving in your car at night. Like, it's phenomenal. And we didn't even have good weather when we were at Big Bend. It was kind of clouding up and hazy at night, so I really didn't get the true experience of dark skies, but I got a taste of it, and I want more. Because that looked really neat. I can see why you went there for Halley's Comet.
traffic circles too.
I don't like them personally. Too many curves.
Exxon 299.
It's probably cash.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. I find it's too much twisting of the steering wheel. Circles. And they suck if you got big trucks in them. Especially the ones that have 2 lanes in them.
I can't imagine trucks like driving through those.
No.
So many things that go wrong.
Tip over, knock something over inside your bed. Who knows? Suey Creek. Or Soey Creek. I'm not sure how you pronounce it.
How about seaweed?
Maybe. Like almost like seaweed. So Sweetwater is our next town.
Yeah, we reach Route 11 at that point.
That is correct.
And the question is, do we continue onward to Madisonville and take Route 411 rather than Route 11?
It looks like Route 11 takes you to 2 more dams on the river. Or at least close to them. It's hard to read the Tennessee map because
imagine how long it would take for the iPad to chew on that.
I might try it because this is pretty blurry.
The one thing about the Tennessee map is there's a lot of stuff on it, but they don't really put much mileage on it.
No. And they also don't tell you when roads run together, which is a bit annoying because, like, for like Route 11, like, I don't know where it goes. It just,
yeah.
like, I see it goes to Philadelphia, and I think it continues, but it's not labeled. They labeled Route 2 instead, which seems kind of odd since 11's a U.S. highway. Dollar General.
Route 411 looked like it was a nice road, so
might be worth doing it then if it looked like a really nice road. Is it like this?
I think it might be 4 lanes.
Wow.
I'm not sure.
Well, that truck's having trouble. They're pushing it.
I was going to take 411 to 321, but I think that's not going to be worth it now. It's too late in the day. 321 is a bit of a ride.
321 is in Marysville.
Yeah. Isn't that where 411 goes?
That's how you pick up 411.
In Marysville?
Yeah.
Oh.
You can't get to it sooner.
68 comes into Marysville too.
Let me look. Sorry. You're picking up 411 in Madisonville.
Yeah, and then going up to Marysville.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my thought.
I mean, it's whatever you want to do.
Well, I don't think it's gonna be worth taking 321.
No.
It'll be too late. Even all the way up, or even the
goes because they stop marking it after the first town.
I think eventually it meets up with one of the Route 11s. 11 splits. There's an 11E and an 11W.
Yeah, no, that's listed. The iPad says we're still in Texas.
Does it?
You know how it loads like one of the more recent maps that you look at?
Well, you were using the paper maps the last few days.
Yeah. That was fun. And the natural light made it easy to read. So.
Got that view again where we're following our shadow.
Yeah. What happens when you go east?
And north.
Yep.
Although, I think we're slipping a little south on this road. Depends where we are. Sometimes you gotta go a little south to go a little north. Mississippi had the same kind of sign, and I think New York State does too.
Now there's an alligator. That's what truckers call ripped off tire pieces.
He said it could get thrown up in the undercarriage, really messing things up.
Yeah,
I would do the same on a car, I would think.
I can only imagine how much damage they can cause when you hit that. And it just whips up at you. It's down to 70 degrees. It's starting to feel chilly. No more sun radiating through my window.
No. After being sunbaked all afternoon.
I feel like I got put into the freezer. Comparatively speaking. It's amazing how much solar heat warms you up. Jump for this guy he just pulled out. He doesn't look like he's hitting the gas very much.
No, pulled out to turn. I love it.
Those are the best. Well, you might be right about the Tennessee map not loading.
Oh, is it struggling to load?
It hasn't even opened it yet, even though I clicked on it probably 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, that might not go well.
I thought it worked at home though. But in the chaos of getting ready, I might not have opened it.
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh, there's some cow.
You can use the magnifier on the paper map. That might help.
Oh no, the moon's gonna sink behind the mountain.
Have you looked enough to say whether you'd like to go 11 or 411?
Well, I don't know where they go. That's what I was trying to figure out.
Just follow the valley. I think they both go up towards Johnson City, don't they?
So where's Johnson City? I see 11E.
Yeah, see, Route 11 splits into 11W and 11E. That might be one reason you're not finding it.
Well, 11E looks like it goes from near Knoxville towards Johnson City. I'm trying to figure out where.
I'm thinking 411 might be your better option.
I'm not sure where 411 goes after Chestnut Hill because it's not marked. Like it just stops labeling it. I see 321 in Parentsville.
I wonder if 411 doesn't go any further.
I don't know.
Because I've stared at this map quite a bit.
I'm going to choose Dollar General.
Yeah, I guess so. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
Good old trusty Dollar General. Sorry for the boring view.
I think it's better than blinding them with the sun. Hey, Tennessee's starting to load now.
Don't touch it. You sure it's completely loaded?
Yeah, it's not completely loaded. I don't know where your magnifier is at this
I
point.
put it back here. So, I found it now. Alright, let's see what I can figure out. Marysville, 411. You said you couldn't see it after Chestnut Hill.
Well, I only see it marked at one town.
Yeah. Looks like it might become 321. It might end.
I see it in Marysville. Goes to Seymour. And then it jogs over to Seaverville, according to Google.
Yeah.
And then Fair Garden area. And then it's
What gets confusing is there's also a 441. There's a 411 and a 441.
yeah.
All right, so 411, I think probably
It looks
ends.
like it ends when it hits Interstate 40.
Yeah, or 25E.
No, I am telling you, it's Interstate 40.
Are you telling me? I see
Yeah.
that it goes on a little further.
Well, it's called something else then, because
Maybe that's Route 70 at that point. So it goes to
they
70.
call it 25W.
Yeah, 25W. I see 25.
Into Newport.
To Newport.
Yeah, see? Comes in and it's 25W.
Where's Newport? Oh, yeah, there's Newport. It's like 25W didn't even make the map here. Oh, there it is.
I was gonna say, it's hard to read it because it's blurry.
But like you say, they don't mark it consistently.
Well, that too, which is making it hard.
All right, so 411 goes to 25W, and then from 25W and Route 70, we can pick up 321, and then we can take 321 to Johnson City. And then at that point, we'll get on 11E. We're actually running with 11E from Greenville. So we stay on 11E to Bristol. That sounds like a strategy.
Where does 11E go when it gets out of Johnson City?
It goes up through Bluff City. Piney Flats, Bluff City.
What the heck is that?
North.
It's northeast.
Northeast. Towards Bristol. If you draw a line between Johnson City and Bristol, it's pretty
It calls
much...
that 19W on my map.
Yeah, it is also 19W. Which then meets up with 19E and becomes 19 again.
Man, why do they have to make it so complicated?
All right. So we're going to stay on this highway until we get to Madisonville. And we're going to take 411. And we're going to stay on 411 until it ends in the Newport area. And then at that point, we're going to pick up 70 for a little bit, and then pick up 321, and then continue until we get to 11E. You got that?
Might have to double check some of that.
Yeah. All right. Now that mystery's taken care of.
Can I have the map back? Thanks.
And if you figure something else out as we go, that would be okay.
Alright, so we gotta go through Sweetwater and then get to Madisonville.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's a reasonable strategy. Let's see what we can see.
It's clear on the right. Yeah, it makes it confusing when they don't mark it everywhere. And like you said, 441's in there too.
Yeah, there's 411 and there's 441, and they run together for a while too. Well, we must be near Sweetwater.
Well, the iPad finally loaded the map, so I just tried to zoom it in, see what happens.
Oh, great. At least it didn't crash.
Not yet.
That'll be nice if you can get it to work.
It'll be better than the blurry side,
Yeah.
or the paper map. The one side is good, but the east side of the map is blurry.
Yeah, it's just the way it got printed. It just was a little off.
It's funny, it's easier to read it further away than close.
The biggest problem I had with the Tennessee map on the computer is every time I tried to move it, it had to
Reload it all.
Yeah, it took a bit. It was not very responsive. So here's crossing Interstate 75. We stay at the Economy Inn. There's a liquor store right in the parking lot.
How convenient.
Huddle House. I remember stopping at one of these many years ago.
What are they?
Little breakfast place.
Oh. There's a deer sign.
I think the first time I had grits was at a Huddle House in Cookeville, Tennessee,
Oh, cool.
December of '82. It's like, I like this. Something that, at least at the time, I don't know if we had it. Maybe it was something that was on the shelf in the store, but, you know, like you can get the oatmeal in the cardboard can. I don't know if you could get grits. Or maybe it just was something we never paid attention to. We can get it now, so I don't know if it was something that came to the Northeast later.
Welcome to Sweetwater. Established in 1875. Yeah, they had some grits at breakfast this morning. But I didn't get a chance to make them though.
Yeah. Thank you. Degrees right now in the late afternoon.
The colors still look really magnificent. Like the mountain right now is getting that sun glow.
Yeah.
It looks really neat.
So is this Sweetwater itself?
Mm-hmm. Yep, downtown. Look at a giant scoop of ice cream.
Volunteer Federal says it's 75 degrees.
Ours says 72. Theirs says 73 now.
Oh, I thought it said 75.
Maybe it just dropped.
Maybe that's the cash price.
There you go. Gas price changes your temperature.
US 11, Gwenny.
Yep. Cherokee National Forest. The Chiricahua Skyway is straight ahead. I totally butchered that Indian name. I'm so sorry.
We could just take 11 home.
No, you said that 411's better.
Yeah, because you'll have to go through Knoxville if you want to go to take 11.
That sounds rough.
And then just after Knoxville, it splits into 11E and 11W. 11W is probably a really scenic route. That was one of the many routes I looked at possibly taking. There was about 15 different routes I was looking at. They all had their pros and cons. What's interesting is there's very few U.S. highways that are going east-west through Tennessee. So that's why I've been on state highways most of the day. Highway. Nice smooth pavement. Too bad Texas didn't have pavement like this.
Yeah. Their pavement was relatively smooth, but it has that rough surface texture. So it's really loud and really rough feeling.
75 would have been sweet on a road like this. Lost Sea, 7/10 of a mile.
Oh, it's a thing that you could do. It's like a water excursion place. It looked interesting. It's probably expensive. It's only just starting to load the Tennessee map. I see the word Appalachian.
Oh wow.
I started
It's
a
still,
while ago.
It's brutal.
There it is, Caverns and Village. The Lost Sea welcomes you. It's closed. Uneven lanes up ahead. I guess they're doing some road work on it.
And it looks like this was paved pretty recently.
It does. It feels nice. Like you said, too bad Texas didn't have this.
Yeah.
This would have been really nice for that 75-mile-an-hour speed limit. Solly Notch Vineyard.
has a Monroe County.
It does.
Wonder how many Monroe counties there are.
It seems to be a fairly common name.
Junction 411.
Here we go.
Guessing this is old 411 right here.
I'm guessing you're correct.
Want to go through Madisonville?
Nah. Be along traffic lights. It's getting dark too. I was hoping we get a few more glimpses of the mountains before it gets darker. You know?
Yeah. Cherokee National Forest. Straight ahead.
Yeah, we won't actually go into that. But yeah, that's what's straight ahead.
Expecting to get on a highway, and you end up you got the bridge and the ramps, and then now you've got this.
Oh wow, I totally would not have expected that. So much for less traffic lights.
Yeah.
Reminds me of the 222 bypass at home, and it's got traffic lights on that too.
Yeah, and then everything's being developed all along it.
Which bypass were we on last night that it ended up doing that to us? I don't recall the number.
Was it 64?
Might have been. The route numbers are starting to become a blur.
That was after we got off the trace.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was US 64. We were on that a good distance.
I think there ended up being like 5 or 6 traffic lights.
You do that in front of the sheriff. He quieted down when he saw the sheriff.
He did. I'm not sure I'd be doing that with a baby in the car.
You got a baby in the car?
Yup. He's got a baby carrier next to him.
How do you know a baby's in it?
I don't know that there's a baby in it, but
You might just be driving around with a baby carrier.
could be. Typically those have like special locking mechanisms into seats for babies. So, but yeah, it's possible it's empty. You know, the carriers have like the cover over the top.
Yeah, I remember yours did.
Yeah. I could see that in the handle when he passed. And then all of a sudden slowed down because of the sheriff. He wanted to show everybody how hot he was. He was like, oh, sheriff! Ah!
I don't know. It
Seemed that way.
It almost seemed that way to me.
Yeah. I think he would have ripped right through town. He was thinking the same thing. He's like, gosh darn it, traffic lights! What the heck?
This what looks like the road coming out of town. Had we turned at the first light?
Oh, maybe.
America Sprawl. Brought to you by the automobile.
Well, it beats walking.
It does.
Our lives would be very different if we didn't have the automobile.
Come out here and stake your claim. Start a business. A lot harder to do if you had to walk.
Build everything by hand.
What will you do for a living in a 15-minute city?
I won't be living in one of those. Just another name for a concentration camp. Hey, there's one of those ice places where you can get ice on the side of the road.
Yeah.
You buy it. I don't know how much you can get out of one of them, but we saw them in places where fishing was very popular. I'm trying to remember, was it Kentucky that we saw that they were talking about trout fishing?
Yeah. Well, you know what? I think it was Arkansas.
Okay.
There was the one town we went through that was the claiming to be the trout capital of America.
Yeah, you're right.
So how you holding up today?
I'm dragging.
Are you?
Yeah. It's kind of frustrating. I was awakened at 8:30 a.m. by the Bogarts upstairs. Or the first earthquake, as they called it.
Yeah,
The whole room shook and it sounded like something really heavy fell to the floor. It's just like, what the heck was that? So it jolted me awake. And then I went and got breakfast. I made someone's day by showing them how to use the waffle maker.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool. And then I came back to the room and I was like, I'm too tired to eat this, so I shoved it on the fridge. And then I went to bed.
I just remember you getting up, and then you were back in bed sleeping. And it's like, oh, well, I guess all that worked out good then. Like you were able to get breakfast and catch a little bit more sleep.
Yeah, I got back at like 8:45, so I was like, I'm going to try to take a nap. It was hard though to fall back asleep. And then the next rounds of earthquakes came. And then
Yeah, finally I got up because it's like...
I heard those and I was like, I don't really want to get up. And then my alarm went off, so...
Well, I'll just get up and wash up at this point.
Between that and the door slamming, it's just...
Yeah.
I could hear the housekeeping lady trying to be quiet because she saw her do not disturb sign.
Oh.
So she was being quiet about it, so I appreciated that. She wasn't the problem. It was whatever was going on upstairs. I don't know what they were doing.
They're dropping a bed or something. It was...
The whole
everything
room
shook.
felt like it shook.
Yeah, it did.
So like I don't know.
It's like, I wonder how good the framing in this house, in this hotel really is, you know?
And like I swear our door rattled without us touching it. Like our hotel door. It was bizarre. Well, maybe we'll get a glimpse of the mountains up here.
Yeah, I don't know if we will, honestly.
We might have turned too far north.
Well, it's not that so much as I don't know if we're going to see over what's in between us. Because we're in this valley, so our views might be limited. Would be yet another day on the road till we see more.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
I mean, it is, but
We have things we have to do, so.
isn't day 19 or whatever it is.
Yeah, it's 19. I know when I told you this was going to take 3 weeks, you laughed at me. You're like, there's no way.
You had it planned all along, didn't you?
Well, I just suspected it's like we're all the way out west, southwest. Like, we're going to want to do stuff. It's just, that's going to take time.
Yeah.
And I just figured we were just going to underestimate how much time that was going to take. And that ended up being true. I mean, in Alamogordo, we ended up staying 2 nights when we originally planned to do 1, because we had hoped to do, the museum, the Valley of Fires, the petroglyphs and white sands in 1 day, and that ended up taking 2. And it was good because we got to enjoy it way more by doing the 2 days.
The timing on that worked out kind of nice.
Yeah. Have we crossed the river yet?
Nothing that I've noticed.
Okay. So it looks like we're going to cross the Little Tennessee River, which is the one that has the 2 dams that if we would have taken Route 11, we would have seen those, possibly. So Little Tennessee River is our next landmark. And then Maryville.
I'd say our highlight of the day was the neat mountain passes that we went through and the fall colors.
Yeah, definitely.
Very pleasant day to be out too. Weather was comfortable.
So apparently this is called Monroe. We're getting crossed by 72.
Monroe, that like in the county name?
No, as in vulture. Monroe.
Monroe with a V.
Yeah, Monroe. There's the sign. Well, that said Vonore. I guess I can't read. It's Vonore. My bad.
Spell that.
Vonore. The problem was there's a crease right where the name of the town is, so I misread.
Right. How's the iPad doing, by the way?
It's trying.
It's still trying to load the map?
Yeah. It's loaded the bottom right, which I don't need. And it's loaded Knoxville, which I don't need.
Can you zoom it in anymore right now, or is it still busy?
I can try.
Maybe that'll help that it doesn't have to zoom in as much map.
Maybe.
Have to load as much map, rather.
We'll try that, see what happens.
It's a trooper. It just takes an hour.
Yeah. Make sure you drag 2 inches ahead of where you are.
In our case, you want where we are in the lower left of the screen.
Yeah. There you go. Lenore Automotive. That was a bigger sign to be able to read it. So we're going to be crossing the Little Tennessee shortly.
Dollar General every 5 miles.
They're grocery stores. You know what they remind me of? They remind me of baby Walmarts. Because they have everything.
Yeah.
They're
food. Packed really tight too, aren't they?
Yeah, it's really narrow aisles. You thought Weis was bad at home, Dad? Try Dollar General.
You got a shopping cart through there, and
it's like 1 lane.
Yeah.
If that.
They got arrows on the roads, like one way only.
No, they don't have that. But at least not the ones I've been in. But
They are very tight.
They have frozen foods, fresh foods. I mean, this one that we stopped at today had fresh produce and like fresh salads and such. And they also have, your dry goods, your, nuts and other things, soda, all that good stuff. Then they also have like your home stuff, like first aid, shampoos, conditioners, all that kind of things. Personal items, baby food, clothing. They have clothing, blankets, stuff for your home.
They are the new general stores, aren't they?
Yeah, that's basically what they are. They're a general store. I mean, they may not have like a ton of variety and everything, but they even had our toothpaste that we use, which is a natural toothpaste. They had it. They had 4 flavors of it, which I was kind of surprised at. But yeah, you can buy decorations for the holidays, because I sell stuff for Halloween and Christmas. Hand towels. I didn't go down every aisle, but pets food, supplies like that for your pets. So
I don't know. You were in there for a while. I thought maybe you did go down every aisle.
No, I probably went down maybe a third of them, because it's hard to know what aisle has what. There's no real signage.
You can see pretty far to the west right here. Well, there's a view. We are a little higher right now.
Yeah, there's the mountains on my right. Got a glimpse. Yeah, I finally see where we're going. Just the last chunk for Marysville has to load.
There's a pretty big river down there.
That's the Little Tennessee River we're going to be crossing shortly.
It's on our right.
Yeah. They dam it up at the top.
Looks like we're following it right now. There's an old section of road in there.
Oh, yeah. Looks like the kudzu vines are growing on things. Unless it's something else. The Mud Puppy Restaurant. That's an interesting name. But where's the restaurant? Here's the docks for the boats, for the river. Parking area, 3/4 miles.
I see it on our left. This is supposed to be where we cross.
Yeah. That's neat. Oh, that's cool, seeing the mountains in the distance. And there's a boat! I see a boat coming our way. That's neat. Now the river's on the left.
Yeah.
It's 7. Your phone hasn't updated because being in airplane mode. Now it's updated. I put you in airplane mode earlier because we were in the land of AT&T.
Yeah. Loudoun County,
Yeah, I see that.
or Loudoun County.
Favorite state, Tennessee. Good to see you, Josh. It's a beautiful state. We've had a nice day traveling through Tennessee. Unfortunately, we're going to have to finish some of it in the dark. We're almost to Maryville, sorry, no S.
US 411, going north. Following the valley. What happens after Maryville?
After Maryville, we go to Sevierville. That's Sevierville. And then we go to Chestnut Hill. We're staying on it, right? Or are we switching at some point? I don't recall what you said.
We're going to be on 411 until we get to 321.
321? Okay, that's Newport. So yeah, we'll go through Chestnut Hill and then...
I think we run together with 441 for a bit. Knoxville, 32 miles.
Yeah, we picked that up in Sevierville, it looks.
They run together for a bit, I think.
Yeah.
And I think that stretch of 321 is pretty good. It looked pretty straight on the map.
Josh says, Rocky Top, Tennessee. He's got music notes. Fortunately, I'm at the hospital. Oh no, sorry to hear that. We were in Maryville last year. Oh, cool.
Yeah, we're going to drive a little bit closer to the mountains, but it just isn't enough daylight. We started too late.
Josh says you can get to Pigeon Forge or Sevierville from Maryville. Yeah, we're going to go to Sevierville. That's the plan.
Yeah, I was going to go through Pigeon Forge and then Gatlinburg, but that's going to be too much. Won't be able to see much in the night.
Josh, if you go back about an hour and 10 minutes, you can check out the Watts Nuclear Power Plant because we stopped at an overlook for it at the park that they had.
One of our trip highlights today, right?
Yeah, giving up our rights to view the power plant because I said he could be subject to car and canine searches. But luckily we didn't run into that. It did look like they had a patrol boat on the water.
Today was basically a driving towards home day, but having nice weather.
And beautiful colors. The fall colors are amazing.
The tree colors look really good right now here. So it's been an enjoyable ride. I didn't expect it to be as busy here as it is.
Yeah, I thought the same thing. But it is a nice road. Apparently other people know about it.
Major route for people.
Oh wow, someone's using the turning lane to pass someone who's passing someone else.
Is that what's going on?
That's different. Dangerous, but different. Josh says, I prefer to travel overnight because it's less traffic. Unfortunately, that's when you get held up due to road work. Yeah, we noticed that they were working late in the night last night in some areas. It wasn't too bad, though. bigger problem is deer at night. It's harder to see them.
A lot of the newer cars have blinding headlights too.
Yeah, especially the blue ones. He says, unfortunately, last week the fall colors weren't that good compared to Virginia and Tennessee. Oh well, they're in their prime this week, that's for sure. If you wanted to check it out, you could always go to the beginning of my stream and check out some of the views that we had with the colors in the mountains. Some of the mountains that we crossed. I have a really good section from earlier in the day that I'll have to upload later at some point because we had no cell service.
Yeah, it was spotty.
It was really spotty. It was like there for a moment, then gone. It would have been a very rough stream. It would have been in and out constantly, or dropping completely. So we decided to record it, save it, and upload it later. Hopefully Virginia still has some color left to it when we drive through it tomorrow.
It'll take us 2 days to get through it.
I know, it's a big state.
Could be done in one day, but it'd be a very long day.
Pothole.
I don't know, it was something on the road.
Bummer.
I just didn't avoid it.
How are you holding up?
Me?
Yeah.
All right, I think. I mean, I'm not really tired per se.
That's good.
I'm not sleepy tired.
I was thinking maybe in Seaverville we'll take a break to stretch.
That wouldn't be a bad idea. Because we got a ways to go. It's one of those things where I don't really want to know how far we have to go. I just know that it's like when you're in the southern part of Virginia. You think, oh, I'm getting close to Tennessee. No, actually you're not. It's going to take a while.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that going this way. It's like, oh, we're not too far from Virginia, right? No, it's going to take a while.
Yeah.
More or less following the old U.S. Route 11 corridor at this point, so.
We haven't seen any Buc-ee's yet, though, Josh. I know you said to keep an eye out, but we haven't seen any yet. But it could be because we're not taking the interstates, and that's why we're not seeing them. So I know he recommended we try them out.
Oh, yeah. I haven't noticed any.
I've seen all like the normal stuff that you normally see. With the exception of Hardee's. Don't normally
What was
see
the
those.
one? Do you remember the name of the one place that somebody like left their food at the rest area? It was in Texas. That was a place.
Oh,
That was a place.
that was Whataburger.
Yeah, that was something that we don't have in our area.
Yeah, that actually looked pretty good.
I know.
The food that was left behind. It was like chicken, fries, grilled cheese. It literally looked like it fell out of someone's car. I just saw the sign that said Marysville, what do they say, outer limits, corporation limits.
Okay.
So I guess we're starting to enter Marysville now. Maryville. I keep adding the S.
2 signs for North Carolina.
Yeah, first time I've seen them.
It takes you over the mountains.
Well, someone's got to get somewhere fast. So it looks like 411 will be joined by Tennessee State Route 35 primary.
Has that map loaded yet, or is it still fuzzy?
It's working on it because you know how if you accidentally bump the screen, so I had to start over.
Yeah.
It's almost like it's in blocks.
It is, yeah.
And it seems like where we are on the map right now, it has to load 3 of them. So I got the northeast block done, but the other 2 are not loading.
Right.
Josh says riding through Cherokee is nice during the day. I'm guessing that's the forest you're talking about.
I'm not sure if that's the road that takes you there into North Carolina. That's near where the start of the Blue Ridge Parkway is.
Yeah, the Cherokee National Forest. I see that. We saw signs for that in
There's actually a town.
in Madisonville.
There's a town of Cherokee too.
Yeah, I think that's in a different spot though. I could be wrong. I thought Cherokee was further north, like the town.
It's pretty far south.
Well, the forest is, but the town?
Well, can you find the Blue Ridge Parkway? It's going to be west of Asheville, I think, more or less. So the parkway goes around Asheville.
By street lamp.
What do you
Josh
think?
says Cherokee is on the other side of Gatlinburg. See, I thought it was further north.
Okay.
I know I saw it somewhere in the northern part. I just couldn't remember where. But there is the Cherokee National Forest, which is in the southeast.
Use my magnifier. It's got a lamp. You want it?
Sure.
Find Gatlinburg.
You left it on, apparently.
Did I? Oh, cute.
Yeah, I see Gatlinburg.
Now, is there a road that takes you over the mountains?
32 does. So does Interstate 40.
Now, relative to where we are now, where's Gatlinburg?
We're here, and Gatlinburg is here.
So it's east, and it's a little bit south of where we are now?
It's mostly east and a little north. Yeah, mostly east.
And a little north.
I don't know. It's either a little south or a little north. I can't quite tell. I'm still trying to find Cherokee, though.
I don't know if it's marked on this map because it's the Tennessee map,
Oh, okay.
but I think the town of Cherokee is somewhere near the beginning of the parkway.
I think it's not on it.
I don't think the town is marked on the map. You'd have to dig out the North Carolina map. Once this was part of North Carolina.
Yeah, that's hard to believe. Josh says he went over there a few years ago. It's actually not far from the Parkway once you get over there. Yeah, that's what my dad was saying at the Blue Ridge Parkway. It's not that far away. Just happens to not be listed on the Tennessee map because it's, North Carolina. It is North Carolina, right? Cherokee.
Yeah.
Okay, just checking because I know Virginia's nearby too.
Just like Kentucky was part of Virginia, Tennessee was part of North Carolina in the early days of the country.
Hey, there's good old Dairy Queen. Hey, there's Food City. It's a grocery store.
We've seen a few of those.
It's interesting to see the different stores you see in other states. Josh says there's no way I could travel with a paper map. We prefer the map apps. I get it. Yeah, the map apps are nice. But I like paper maps. It's cool to follow along. You get that feeling of making progress more with a paper map, I feel, than a digital map, because you literally can't change the physical map in your hand, so like you feel like you're making progress, whereas a digital map, you're zooming in and out, so sometimes it just can feel like you're not making progress unless you really zoom out.
To North 321, straight ahead. I think that's where we're going to go.
Yeah, we're going straight ahead. Oh, that's the bypass, apparently.
It didn't tell us that till it was too late.
Yeah. Well, this goes where we want to go.
See, the navigation tools wouldn't let you do that. It would have told you.
I think it would have thrown you on the interstate and said, "Stop it! Stop taking non-interstates."
Yeah.
It is such a pain to try to get map apps to take non-interstates. It's so hard. It's not like Google Maps where you can at least have 10 points that you can click and drag the way you want it to go. You get maybe 2 or 3 options, and then it's like recalculating.
So am I remembering this right? We'll be taking 321, and the highway's fairly straight through this section.
Well, we're going to Seversville, which should have just been straight.
.321 Junction.
Yeah, if you want to take it early, you can. I personally don't think it's worth taking it early, but I feel like it's longer to go early, but I could be wrong. Let's see what it says to get to Seversville.
Smoky Mountains to the right.
It says taking 321's faster.
To the right?
Yeah.
Starting route to Sevierville.
Let's see what it says for the other one. Yeah, it says it's faster. It's also shorter. So I guess that's a win. We weren't going to get it on to Sevierville, but this will be a little faster, supposedly.
Yeah, while we're waiting, let me take a look at the map.
I put your thing away, so I didn't have it handy.
That's okay. It's a lot to memorize. Oh no, we don't want to take this. It says this is faster
A little bit.
than 411?
It's only a little bit faster. It's like 6 minutes, quote, faster. It's only a few miles shorter.
Yeah, we should have stayed on 411. Oh well.
We get back to it.
Yeah,
It's
let's do
easy.
that. Yeah. Just make the next left, right?
I'd recommend not making the next left and see if you can make it at Washington Street instead,
Okay.
because that'll get you closer. But if we miss that, then you can always do Cherokee Street, which puts you pretty close outside of town.
Yeah, that was the part of 321 that I wanted to skip because it's just, you're not going to see much.
Alright, well, if you want to jump over sooner, you could do left lane.
Well, whatever your navigating suggests.
I would probably do left lane. So up here, you want to make a left. It's going to be a weird left.
A weird one, huh?
Yeah. It's going to be like right here. Like,
Okay.
it's weird. It's the only way I can describe it.
And then we turn left.
Yeah.
On the
And
Washington
then you're
Street.
going to make the second right.
Very good. See, map apps do have their use.
Well, you asked me which was faster, technically. Supposedly, 321's faster.
That's surprising.
It's only like 6 minutes faster. Give it to me. And it's only like a mile or two shorter.
It mustn't be taking 321 all the way.
Well, I couldn't.
It must be skipping that one section.
I couldn't click on it to read all the details. There wasn't enough time to know. Because the map apps like to just force you onto whatever you're looking at right now.
That would have taken us through Pigeon Forge.
Pigeon Forge. I like birdies. Pigeons are.
I think I stayed there one night with my mom at one of our trips. As I remember, it was very busy there. Very touristy.
Stay in the right lane if you can. Yeah, I can see that. So it's a traffic light, you want to turn.
I see, it says 411 north to the right.
Yay, they actually mark it.
Yeah, it's been marked.
Some places we've driven, they don't mark where the roads go.
Yeah, we want to stay on 411, and then it runs with 441. We get to Route 70 at some point, I think. And then 70 will take us to 11E. '41 to Gatlinburg. So, okay, Gatlinburg is north.
Where do we find 70?
I don't know, somewhere north.
Oh, it's in Clevenger. That's a weird sounding town. Clevenger.
Really? I didn't know that.
Well, that's where 411 meets 70.
Okay. I think that's where 411 ends. We were looking at that earlier before we left today, wasn't it?
Yeah. It's where Interstate 40 is. And then we're going to go up. We're going to get on. Are we getting onto 321 then to go through Parrottville?
I believe so. That's the stretch of 321 I was thinking of.
Okay. Well, that's fine.
That looks pretty straight on the map, too. Where this part that goes up through Gatlinburg is twisty-turny.
Alright, so then we're going to go through Greenville and then Johnson City is where we pick up 11E. Correct?
Sounds good.
Alright.
You could convince me. I'd believe it.
Well, that's what the map app says, so.
If we get to Johnson City, we're on the right track.
Well, I guess since it's dark now, we should probably end it. It's not going to be much fun for you guys to watch us drive in the dark.
It's a little less fun as driving it.
Yeah. We're going to Bristol, Virginia, Josh. That's our stopping point for tonight. It's a ways to go, we know. We got a late start tonight because our hotel had a checkout time of 12 noon and we took full advantage of that. And then we took another hour to finish packing the car, book our hotel, and give the car some oil, and you know, all that good stuff. Look at the maps.
Clean the windshield over and over again.
Yeah. He says Johnson City would definitely be the right direction. Yeah, for sure. I think tomorrow we're going to go on the Blue Ridge Parkway, right?
I don't know.
Or we were talking about doing that. Possibly.
I guess it's possible. Part of it.
Josh says he likes the Bass Pro in Bristol. Oh, cool.
I haven't been to Bristol in a long time. We usually don't get that far south and west.
Yeah, that's true.
We hit the Parkway a couple of times, I think, out of North Carolina, but I don't think we've been further west than the Parkway. Usually by the time we get to Roanoke. I guess when we've gone to Winston-Salem, we've taken, is it Interstate 77? I think we've taken that a couple of times.
I don't recall. Josh is asking us what our plan is for the area. I think mostly to drive towards home, go northeast.
Yeah, I don't think there's any particular thing at this point. It would just keep adding more days to the trip.
It's already gotten pretty long. We're on day 19 today.
Kind of hoping we're going to get home on day 21.
Yeah. That would be nice, because it would be nice not to stay in another hotel on a Friday night.
We could make it a very long day and probably make it home tomorrow.
That's going to be a really, really long day.
That's going to be a day on Interstate 81 if we do that.
That don't sound like fun.
Well, 81's it's a nice interstate. It's one of the nicer ones, I think, in terms of scenery.
True.
We've taken it. But like Josh, we've done that at night more so than in the day. Because there's less traffic. Then it's a really good way to go because you can't see much anyway at night.
Yeah. I don't know, it's just that's a long part of Virginia to get through.
It is, and when you get out of Virginia, it's still.
You gotta go through Maryland, and then you gotta go through Pennsylvania.
You see that sign like Harrisburg, 100 miles. Like, oh boy, we gotta go that plus another 50.
Yeah.
I don't even think we'll make it to Front Royal tomorrow.
I guess we'll have to look at the map and see.
We might make it to the Stanton area. That might be doable without a really long day.
And that would be a good spot because we've been there before. That'll make my hotel search easy.
Well, that's another reason, is like we kind of know the place.
We know the layout, we know what to expect.
And it wasn't bad the last time we were there.
But who knows, it's been a few years.
Yeah.
Blinded lights. I hate the blue ones.
They cause the most glare.
Yeah.
The bluer the light, the more glare.
Sam Houston Schoolhouse next. I don't know which direction. It's cool they got a schoolhouse. Josh says he has to go. He's got a phone call. All right. Good luck, Josh.
Yeah.
We'll catch you tomorrow. Well, I guess it's good enough time as any to end up the day. Just north of Maryville, on our way to, I already forget the next town, Seaverville, where we'll take some stretch breaks, and then on the road again till we get to Bristol, Virginia for the night. If you enjoyed following along, consider giving me a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel if you want to continue following the next day or so of our road trip, or if you want to just check out my other videos, feel free. It's been a nice, beautiful day here in Tennessee. Definitely recommend checking it out. The fall colors were gorgeous. So, plan to go live sometime tomorrow, some part of Virginia. So make sure you tune in when I go live. And we'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night, everybody.